Where am I and where do I want to go? So once you figure out your one thing, once you figure out that one thing that once you accomplish it, everything else in your life is going to be a lot easier or unnecessary. Now you need to figure out where you currently are and where you're going to try to head. So if, again, figuring out where you're at is one of the most important steps because you need to know, okay, this is where I'm at and this is where I'm going. If you had a GPS and you wanted to get across the country, but you didn't put your starting point, there's no way for you to get there because you have no direction. And so it's the same thing with life. If you want to get in a really good shape, your body, you want to get your body in really good shape, but you don't really know where you're at, how many push-ups you can do, how many sit-ups, and you don't acknowledge it, and you just say, "Oh, I'm gonna put it off. I'm gonna put it off. I'm not ready for the gym. I'm not ready for the gym." You're never going to go to the gym because you just don't want to face reality of where your shape is, where your body is. And again, figuring out this is my starting point, and this is where I want to get, and now how can I get there? Now draw out a map on how to get there, and then again, in that book, the one thing it talks about breaking things down into time time slots. So, what is my 5 year goal? What, and in order to get to that 5 year goal, what do I need to do in the next year to get me closer to it? And then once you get your year, the what you need to do that next year, then you say, what do I need to do the next month to get me to that year goal? What do I need to do the next week to get me to that monthly goal? And what do I need to do the next day, today, to get me to that weekly goal? So break it down into steps, small chunks, and into small action steps that you can start taking today. Even if you do 2 or 3 a day, 2 or 3 a day is fine to get started. You know, a lot of us, we get overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that we need to get done, and we never get started because it's just we're overwhelmed. But if you start doing 1 or 2 steps a day, after 2, 3 weeks, you're going to be consistent with those. Now you can add an extra step. Now you can do 3 steps a day, one early in the morning, one in the evening, one maybe in the afternoon. And again, but start small. Take 2, 3 steps a day. Over the weeks, it's gonna compound, and once you get the routine down, once it becomes a habit, it's automatic. You just do it naturally, and that's when you get momentum. That's when you get things going, and that's when you start seeing a difference. That's when you start seeing a change. So again, figuring out where you're at. That's one of the biggest steps right there is figuring out, okay, where am I at? And a lot of times it's going to take us acknowledging things that we don't want to acknowledge. It's going to take us owning up to things that we don't want to own up to or admit to ourselves and to other people. But, you know, if you really want to get to where you want to go, you have to figure out where you're at, acknowledge things, face things, and draw a roadmap that's going to get you, okay, from here to there. What do I need to do the next 5 years, the next year, the next month, and then the next week? And once you get small action steps, then it becomes a lot easier to get to where you want to go. So I'll leave you with that today. Where are you at and where do you want to go? That where you want to go should be your one thing. This is what I want to accomplish. And now break it down into small steps and start taking daily steps, daily actions. Small steps add up in the long run. So again, where are you and where do you want to go?